All right. Hi guys, charge phase. So we opened up anniversary boxes today. As you saw, a few, but like 6.
I thought you said fuck you.
That too.
And what we did was we're gonna be making decks using the new support, and then we're gonna film a bunch of duels or whatever you call them for you guys to watch, so that way you guys have a bunch of content. So in the meantime, we're gonna do the decks so you can see what we're gonna be using in them. And so yeah, so I decided to build Demigra. It's my favorite deck of all time. If you don't know what he does, when he attacks a leader, you mill 3. And if you milled all black doing that, you draw a card, so I'm keeping this mono black. And then his Awaken is he untaps 2. And on the other side, he gains Wormhole, which is a mechanic exclusive to Demigra that says you can overwhelm twice in a turn. Or Dark Overwhelm, a mix of the two, but only twice max. When he attacks, draw a card, and then activate main once per turn. You can put 3 black cards from your warp back into your drop zone, so that he lets you overwhelm more often. He recycles cards. Really good.
Nice.
So start playing 3.
Wait. You gotta start with the sleeves.
Oh yeah. Well, this is the same sleeves I'm using from the deck.
That's your boy.
They're really fucking cool.
They got a match.
Oh, you want the mass sand ones?
Yeah.
It's thematic. It works.
He's on there. So we're playing 3 Dark Power Black Mass Sand. Helps self-awaken to 1-drop. When he attacks, you take a life. He gains 10k. Nothing else from that. It's kind of like the pan in that way. But he has an effect where if your opponent plays a battle card using a non-keyword skill, 15k or less, they have to drop 2 cards from their hand.
Like chain attack.
Yeah, like chain attack. So it kind of fucks over
Child's
that.
Wish, which is gone now.
Child's Wish.
And things like
the
double
10K.
shot, right?
Yeah,
The
double
10Ks.
shot, the 10Ks that come out. So there's that little utility in it, pretty good. And then we're playing the fucking Spice. 3 Tokitokis, 3 Chronoas, and 3 Kamis.
It's a lot of children and old man.
Because you want to see cards, and this deck has a thing where it kind of runs out of steam. So being able to have a lot of 1-drops that are both 5Ks and net you a card. And then Tokitoki is because he shuffles your deck and gets out 5Ks for you. And the reason you want to shuffle your deck is because of the key card of the deck, which this deck, like, you could probably run it without them, but like it's just so much more optimal to play with them, is the 4 Time Regulator Vegetas. What Time Regulator Vegeta does is whenever you overwhelm once per turn, you put up to two black battle cards, energy cost 7 or less, from your deck to the from your warp to the bottom of your deck, and then draw a card. So it mitigates stuff from like Janemba, where you'll like get milled out. So it puts cards back, and you can put your super combos back, you can put your boss monsters back, and things like that. This is a really good card. The card's like amazing, and it's a card advantage engine, but it only puts them at the bottom. So that's why you play Tokitoki, because you can shuffle your deck after, so you can actually see your super combos. Speaking of which, we're playing 4 of the original black super combo. You get to 5 really easy in the warp in this deck, so you want to be able to use this as soon as possible. You can use it at like 8 life if you want to, if you get to 5 in the warp. It's really good. And then for more card advantage, we're playing Time's Choice and Time Patrol Trunks. They're easy overwhelm 3 cards that will trigger for no mana cost to tap. So off 1 leader swing, you get these guys. They look at cards, so you can pick. This guy will let you pick out your negates. This guy will let you pick out your boss monsters and stuff like that. Whatever. She's a god. It doesn't fucking matter.
It's Pride Month.
Way to
She
date the
identifies
way to
as
date
man.
the video.
They don't know which Pride Month.
They just let you. They just net you card advantages. They're just good cards. Honestly, like, this was just personal choice playing 2 and 2.
It's a pretty sweet interaction, I would say, with at least Time's Choice, Time Patrol, and the new Vegeta. Yeah, the big one.
Yeah, because you could net a lot of cards that way. Like, you could play 4 of this, or 3 and 1, or 4 of that. It doesn't matter. I just wanted to play 2 and 2 because I like playing different
Because you can
cards.
scry, and then the Vegetas, you put 3 back, and then draw another, so getting to see
Well, like,
cards-
literally playing between Time Patrol and Time's Choice. You can play
Yeah.
whatever you want.
Yeah.
Like, some people prefer just Time Patrol because he grabs anything, but he only looks at 2, whereas the other one looks at 3. Anyway, we're playing 2 Time Trauma Mass Sands. It's your big self-awakener, because people will put you to 5 and stall you out, or they'll put you to 6 because they know you have the Dark Power Black Mass Sand, which put you back a turn essentially. But this guy is good removal because when you take a life, you can take up to 2. If you take at least 1, you get to warp a card. Really good. And he's a 15k. He's not overwhelmed though, so you gotta pay 3 for him. But whatever, still really good. And then the new key card of the deck we got out of the anniversary box was Demigra Overwhelm Unleashed. It's a new part of the Demigra chain that has been going around for a little bit. It's a super sweet card. So it's an Overwhelm 3, tap 2. So it actually gets you to your big Demigra a turn earlier. And what he does is when he's played with Overwhelm, you get a choice of 2 effects. You can either gain Wormhole for the turn, or you can play a Demigra 4 or less from your warp on top of him. So if you have the Encroaching Darkness in your warp, you get to play on top of him for free, meaning your card doesn't go away, meaning on your next turn you'll be at 3 mana, and you can go right into the Temporal Darkness. Or if you don't, you want to be more aggressive, if you have the card advantage, you could gain Wormhole. Like if you're already awakened, it's better to gain well, you already have Wormhole. But
options.
Yeah, you have options. Like you have a lot of utility in this card. It's really good. It's also weird that it's 15k, whereas the other one's 10k. Whatever.
That foil's really pretty.
The foil is very nice. I like it. And then a tech card we're playing. We're playing 2 Shenron Figure of Majesty because Temporal Darkness can bring back anything 4 or less. So this basically makes Temporal Darkness cost 1 on the turn that you play it, so you can restand mana. You're also playing mono black, so you don't have access to stuff like Senzu Beans and stuff like that, so it's easier for you to restand mana and stuff like that, because otherwise you have no other way. It could also make Demigra a 30k crit, which is like nice.
It's a big scary dragon.
Yeah, it can also bring back your Black Mass Saiyans or your other one.
Oh yeah, true.
That card is just insane. And then we're playing 3 Bardock Awakened Instincts. The card's fucking insanity. I don't know why nobody is talking about this card. It's an Overwhelm 4 for free. And then when you summon him using Overwhelm, you draw 2 cards and ditch 1.
The fact that it ditches 1 is the really
yeah.
cool
That's
part.
the biggest thing. Is like it doesn't completely empty your grave, so like you could draw 2, get a piece you need, and then put 1 back in, and then you could use Demigra's effect to put another 3 back in, so you're back at 4 in grave.
Back at 4, yeah. That's...
Yeah, and just drawing 2 cards is like insanity. Like it's only single strike, so like there's like pluses and minuses compared to Science's Fu. Because Scientist Fu is double strike, whereas this is just like easier to get to because it's only Overwhelm.
It's also free. It's just like, I know, almost every one of your Overwhelm cards just draws you cards, so it's just really nice advantage.
Yeah. And then we're playing
drawing cards. Good.
4 Encroaching Darkness. No, he's right. Drawing cards is fucking sweet. Then we got 4 Encroaching Darkness, part of the Power Up pack a while back. You usually Overwhelm 4 for free for him. But you have the new chain, so you get to it a turn earlier if you want, because you have to pay 3 to do his other effect, which is all your Demigras cost 7, gain Xeno Evolve in your hand for 3, so that your Temporal Darkness, and then when he's played, your opponent can't attack with 10Ks or less, so it's like pretty good in the early game against more aggressive decks. And then as another tech, I decided to put in I wanted to just try it honestly. The Forced Absorption, where it doesn't overwhelm, it's just a 5-drop. It has triple strike, and it says if you have 15 or if your leader is Demigra, well, specifically a demon god, he's the only demon god. If you have 15 more cards in your warp, then you combo with all of your opponent's battle cards in their battle area, ignoring barrier. So
Goodbye, monkey.
Yeah, goodbye, monkey.
Goodbye, monkey.
The ape killer. He's just a nice card. Like there's other stuff I could probably play, but I just wanted to try him out for fun.
I've always wanted to try that card out too.
It's really fun. I like it. And then we're playing 2 Banisher Foos for good removal. It's Overwhelm 5, tap 1. Yeah, there you go.
That's what I forgot.
Double strike, and he kills anything. It's generally a good card. Like
Really nice utility.
This is typically just like for shits and gigs, but like legitimately this is your finisher, because with black decks, you can usually pick at them really easily, but like having the double strike is just the good finish. And then we're playing 3. I was playing 4, but 4 seemed a little clunky. 3 Temporal Darkness, especially because you can fetch these back with Vegeta now. Like you can play less clunky cards because you'll be able to see them more often. What he does is, well, you'll Xeno Evolve him out for 3. And then when he's played, you warp any one of your opponent's battle cards. Obviously, it doesn't get past barrier, which sucks, but like whatever. And then you get to play any card from your warp cost 4 or less, and like that's anything in there. Like you have a lot of options to bring back anything, and it's a 30k. So like if you bring back the Shenron, like you Xeno Evolve for 3, play him, bring back Shenron, untap 2. So So you basically paid 1 for it, or you could, next turn you can make them critical or like whatever.
Yeah, giving him 5k in crit seems pretty dirty.
Yeah, it's pretty nasty. And then the last 2 battle cards we're playing 2 Fu the Dark Banisher. I'm just trying this card out. I didn't get to play it all yet, but I have seen it in my hand. It's not a bad card. I like it. I feel like it's a better card when you have more access to double strike. But I can make it a 30k triple attack critical, which is like kind of cool. And then the last 3 cards we're playing is 3 Power Burst. I don't feel the need to play. I don't really feel the need to play 4, honestly.
You can recycle it, right?
No, you can't recycle it. But like I just like you don't have the sparking effect like ever in this deck because you're an Overwhelm deck. So you're usually always paying for it. So that's why I wanted to drop it to 3, so I don't have that many dead cards in my hand. Also, like typically in a game, like unless you're playing like against like a super aggressive deck, you only really need to negate a couple attacks a game to actually like seal the deal.
What about the other black negate that you can like ditch a card to get it back?
Time's Judgment.
Time's Judgment. Yeah, I don't.
Don't like that one?
Nah, I don't
If he has a lot of cards in his hands that he doesn't give a shit about, perfect. If he does,
because you need to ditch 2 cards in order to get it back.
Oh, you have to ditch
Yeah.
the negate, and then you ditch 2 additional?
to get
Yeah.
it back.
See, I thought it was
to get the signal negate.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Gotcha. Yeah,
So-
it's kind of...
So
Whereas like I can get the sparking off in this, it's just a little more like you have to finagle a little more, so like I could just take a life as opposed to getting rid of my card advantage. Because like I would rather use my card advantage to like make a big push with a big guy, like with a bunch of combo power, rather than like on a negate. So that. Anyway,
Alright, cool.
that's the deck. It's very fun. I really like Demigra. He's my favorite leader in the game. And I don't think I have anything else to say, so we'll leave it there.
catch you guys in the duel.
See you in the next
more
couple
stuff
videos.
down the line.
Bye guys.